Everybody, what's going on? It's Mr. Hino with Mr. Hino's LEGO Robotics. Today's video is going to be about the Spike Prime Mindcuber, the Rubik's Cube solver. And I'm going to let you be honest, I was so frustrated. I almost quit. I kid you not, I almost just took it apart and gave up, but I did not. So here's basically what happened. For those of you that are going to be building the Spike Prime Mindcuber in 2000, sorry, I can't even get my numbers straight here, 2023, you're going to have to downgrade your hub if you've updated your hub. Basically, if you have a green light on your center button, you're going to have to downgrade it so that you see the white light. You're going to have to go back to the legacy edition of the Spike Prime programming because David Gilday, the writer of the program, wrote it in the legacy form. So you can't use the current program if you have the updated version. And so that was my first step. I'm like, okay, I got this. So I downgraded to the legacy edition of Spike Prime. And it did not work. I was getting these yellow buttons in the middle, the yellow lights, and it was scanning it, but then it was scanning it and it went around the 3 times. In the program, David says, if it scans it 3 times, it's basically just going to quit and say, sorry, we couldn't input the colors correctly. And so I'm like, oh man. And I thought there was an issue with the programming because of the different versions. So I'm reaching out to Gary from Creator Academy. I'm reaching out to Anton from Anton's Mindstorms Hacks. And I didn't get any information, and it's okay because, if you've built it before and, you're really not going to revisit it again, maybe because, I revisit it again. But in my mind, I'm thinking there's no way I could have made a mechanical building error. And so what I did is I took it apart and rebuilt it. And I'm just thinking, you know what? If I don't get this to work this time, I'm done. I quit. Game over. And so I always, when you're building alone, there's always things you skip. And that's why I always work or have my students work with partners, because what somebody misses, another person, 4 eyes are better than 2. And so I said, I better get my daughter in on this just to make sure I don't miss anything. And lo and behold, there were some things that I missed. Guys, when you're building, and let's be honest, there are some things you assume. You look at the picture and you don't necessarily look at the pieces you need. You want to jump the gun. You want to assume that this is the way it's going to get built. Big rookie mistake. And so I said, hey, let me take this slow. I really want this to work. I wanted my second graders, because I had 2 second graders that built the Rubik's Cube solver. I said, I really want this to work for them. They put so much effort. I said, I can't quit. I got to get this right and get it to work. And so we built it. The program was already on there, and I will let you see what happened after we rebuilt it and ran the same program. Yes, it was such a huge relief that, just rebuilding it, and it's just so crazy how you can miss one thing. So all of you out there, if you miss one thing, it can totally wreck your project. So robotics teachers, you can take it from this guy and let your students know they have to be all in every page. If they miss one thing, it can mess the whole thing up. And I am the first witness to that. And so it was such a great morning to have it run. My students were like, no way, that's so cool, amazing. And it was just a lesson in never giving up, a lesson that more eyes or more hands on the robot, the better, to catch mistakes like that. And other lesson is never assume that you know how something's going to get built. Look at every page, look at all the pieces that you need. Don't leave anything out. So hopefully, you can learn from this guy's mistakes, and it turned out to be a success, and I was so happy. And so the, Spike Prime Rubik's Cube solver, or Mindcuber, thank you again, David Gilday. That thing has just been amazing for so many students. Props to David. And it was just a win-win for everybody. So Awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all your comments, liking, subscribing. And it's so cool that we are still doing robotics here in May. So thank you guys so much. I am Mr. Hino from Michigan's Lego Robotics. I'm out.
He's out.
He's out.
We got this.
We got this.
We got this, guys.
Hey guys, Mr. Hino here. Thank you so much for watching. And if you love robotics, don't forget to check out these videos also because they're cool. Okay guys, take care.